All right, we are back in the garage. I know it's been a minute. A lot is happening, a lot is changing, and one of those changes, Fast and Furious, moving out. I have effectively ran out of space that makes this place unusable. It's not unusable, but it's not efficient. So moving out. So more to come on that, more to follow. You'll see. Again, this place has been a mess. I've just been working on projects. I don't even remember what project I was working on over there. Oh, yeah. I think I was working on installing new tie-down points on my in my truck bed. So I've been working on that. I was working on my friend's Audi today. You hear some front end noise, kind of looking for that. He only heard it once, so he suspected it was brakes or something. We looked, didn't really see anything out of whack. Told him it could be the suspension. Then chasing down a coolant leak. Maybe he found it to one of the hose or something, but pressurized the system using the Astro kit right here. And it definitely bled off the pressure. So it definitely has a leak, but with all those plastic panels underneath, it's hard to tell. So at some point in time, I mean, it's not critical. He's going to do a full service spark plug, all the fluids and filters, and new full brakes and rotors and all that stuff, pads and rotors, and he's gonna get new tires. But that's probably we'll do a video on that if he's okay with having his putting it on camera. Again, I'm not a European guy. I don't know much about any of that stuff, but yeah, it's pretty fun. It only took us 10 minutes to unfasten one of the clips on the spark plug thing. What do you call it? I keep forgetting what it is called. Anyway, so yeah, we're moving out. Just too many large pieces of equipment, nowhere to effectively use them. I mean, I still get use out of my lift here. Effectively, I slid this over so I could get this jack out. That's just how busy it is. I didn't want to lift this stuff up, so I just pushed this thing, which is easier. But yeah, we're gonna be moving out. Really torn about taking down this Harbor Freight box, but like I said, I'll eventually do a video. The bread truck is no longer outside, so that is gone. But the idea lives on. So no, I'm being pretty vague, but yeah. Actually, I'm just kind of curious. Yeah. I was just thinking about something. But yeah, just a lot of projects going on. So a lot of projects. But nonetheless, this place has been a mess. The bird is no longer here, but it did leave all this flopping residue around. So I'm gonna get to clean it up. So I'm making this place look nice and arranged. Like I've kind of in recent time, I mean, just like today, used the towel wipes and I just set it right here. So we're gonna get cleaned up, throw some gloves on, save the grease for the gloves, and we'll get stuff cleaned up. But yeah, once it's cleaned up, it's eventually going to get broken down again and moved out, as I alluded to there. So yeah, more to follow. I know people enjoy seeing stuff, just random stuff. And this is a great opportunity for random stuff. I do think with the move, though, I will produce more videos, more quality videos, and be more efficient. So there's that to look forward to. So that's a plus size. I wish I had a space here, but a 2-car garage does not cut it in a cookie cutter home, especially for the vision I have. Some people are going to say they saw it coming. Well, I didn't even know it was coming, so I'm not sure how anyone else knew that. I guess based on from all the tools I've collected. If you did a time lapse, you've probably seen it. But I jump on opportunities when I get it. There's some stuff that I feel like, from a manufacturer's perspective, some stuff is just on a backlog and it will never come back the way it once was. And even the ones that are out there are just going to be like sold at ginormous prices because the availability is not there for new inventory. And maybe the demand is not there. Who knows? I'm not sure. But I'm probably going to start in this corner. Just kind of pile stuff. Some stuff has to go back to the shed. Like it's about time I take this cart that I used to build the exterior shed out there. And then, yeah, the shed was not in vain. I promise you it was not in vain. I learned a lot from building that shed. But I'm going to pack this stuff up, put it back in that shed out there, get stuff all organized. Because even when you're moving, you need to be organized. Like the plan for moving is to just move and limited disassembly, limited disruption of stuff. So it should just be like, if I'm moving my my welder set up here, I'm just moving all the welder pieces. So I'm not going to have to, dig through and try to find stuff and reassembly stuff. This single post lift is obviously going to have to come down. It does not fit through the garage door as is. So I will have to uninstall this lift face right here. I'll have to uninstall this lift arm, and then I'll have to uninstall the vertical column. So, like I said, I'm going to try to break it down in as little pieces as possible, just to make reassembly as fast as possible. So that is the plan. I've just left stuff laying around. Like this piece is from my the washer and dryer. It cracked right there from a move, and I was able to replace it. Except the one that I got does not have. I don't know. It's missing one of these connectors. So I'm going to save this little piece, including the timer here, including the buzzer here. All I need is just this little piece right here. So I'll probably just save this back in plate, to be honest, and get rid of the rest of it. But I've just tossed that there. The RC car that was, that I wrecked, that's still there, pending repairs. Actually, I'm not even sure which one is which one, because there's like two RC cars here. But one is noticeable broken on the suspension. But yeah, I do have a lot of exciting stuff. Around the move, around the whole transition to all the stuff I've been talking about. Like I said, the bread truck is no longer at the house. So I tripped a breaker over there. I tripped that outlet, and my sprinkler is no longer working. I had to use an extension cord today for the compressor. My hose reel is acting up, and it's just like stuff just breaks, man. It's just like more stuff to the plate. But I think tonight I'm just going to take the time to organize a little bit, try to put stuff in place. Like these things have to go back to my Husky storage chests, but those are in the outside shed. And I actually had to buy some high temperature gasket or O-rings, because when I was using a hot water pressure washer last time, the O-rings on, effectively this fit in right here. So like that one in there, if you can see it, it pretty much blew out. And there's nothing scarier than high temperature, like over 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and 3,500 PSI just spewing out here. So I have a great respect for those. And so I found these, and they're advertised as high temp. So I need to actually replace them and mark the units that I actually replace. with this stuff. I've already replaced one, so I need to mark it. I need to find a way that's going to be permanently marked on there, maybe like etched on there, so I know what seals are replaced. But yeah, that's the plan. Like even simple stuff like replacing, I used this vise like yesterday, removing those fittings, and I just neglected to put these rubber face pads on. Just simple stuff like this, man. Being organized is the key to efficiency in an environment like this. At least because if not, you spend your time trying to find stuff. I'm gonna bust my knuckle on this right now. How about we just do this? There we go. I was definitely setting up to bust my knuckles real quick. So we'll put this out of the way. I really like this vise. The capacity, I would love to have a Wilton one, this is an 8-inch, so if I gotta get another vise, I'm probably gonna get a 10-inch. I do have a hydraulic posi lock. I'm still debating on how I'm gonna mount that because the fitting is kind of weird. It comes up from the bottom, so you gotta be able to drill through something to route the hose, but that's great. Yeah, stuff like this. This is like simple stuff that I can put away. I use it, just put it away, dude. There you go. I realize I'm running out of MAPP gas also. That fitting that I was trying to take off was so hard to remove, and I had to resort to that. So it's always nice having the right tools to do the job. Anyway, this is probably not gonna be recorded as in like the cleanup process, because it's just gonna be a lot. Still got a lot of used tools that I purchased. I don't think there's anything here that I haven't shown. I believe I've shown this hammer that I was looking for. It's pretty nice. But yeah, I'm gonna clean up. I gotta do some work on the side, so I got a concrete saw and a blade I gotta reinstall on there just to cut some concrete. Still need to buy the snap-on brake bleeder fittings for there. Not the end of the world. My inspection camera right here, Teslon. Highly recommend the Teslon for your inspection camera. It's right here. We were using it today to try to find that leak, and it did help a little bit. It's hard to, even if you have a camera, it's hard to maneuver it in like a tight space. So there's that. And then obviously I got to clean up bird poop from my stuff. It was time for that thing to go. I was ready to see it fly off into the sunset. Ooh. Don't need to draw that now. I was ready to see it fly off into the sunset, and it did. But it did come back. It came back like several times. Whenever we would go outside, it would hear our voice and just wanting to stick around. And we're like, nope, you gotta go. So the key to doing that is just stop feeding it, and then it will have to go fend for itself. Sounds horrible, but you do not want a pigeon to be hanging around the house, because then, I was already in the process of cleaning up pigeon poop. So this is gonna go back where it belongs, in the lockers. Air hose. I forgot what I was gonna do with this one. Chances are I will need this when I get done with the move. I'm gonna look into PEX fittings for air hose, like permanent air hose installation. there's that. But yeah, I'm gonna start jibber jabbering, blabbering, and get to work on some fixes here. Hopefully the kids don't hear me. It's Halloween. But got work to do. Anyway, let me know if I said like on anything.